Hey guys, Robbie here at RV Sales of Oregon, showing you a really neat Class C motorhome today. This is a 2015 Winnebago Mini Winnie. If you don't know Winnebago, do your research, everybody. You should know Winnebago. They've been in the game longer than anybody. They know how to do it. Only company I know that still does a drop test where they pick these things up like 50 feet in the air and drop them to see how they can make them build better the next year. Kind of neat. But Winnebago, tried and true. It's a Mini Winnie, 31 KP is the model number, 2015. Only about 18,000 miles on it. It was really babied as a rig. As far as I can tell, it looks like it was hardly ever used, but definitely taken care of well. Nice color paint scheme on here. Really kind of neutral colors. A lot of times you're seeing these things and it's kind of, you better hope you like the colors. This is very neutral, nice beiges. Nice thing about these colors too is this thing can get dirty and it'll still appear pretty clean until it's really dirty. So a good thing out here in Oregon where things get muddy, things get dirty. So let's just do a quick walk around. I'll start in an odd spot, which is right here on your rearview mirrors. You do have cameras built into these things that paired with your backup camera just gives you a nice sense of visibility on this thing. So you'll flip your blinker on, it'll show you down your blind spots, and the same thing on the other side. And that backup camera just makes you feel more secure backing up when you're driving one of these big things. Big powered awning here. Again, this is a 31-foot model, so I'm going to say that's about a 23-foot awning. It's really nice and long, comes out about 9 feet, and it's just a push button. You don't have to go crank anything out. Underneath the awning here, you do have hookups for a TV, some power hookups there to plug it in, and a nice little porch light above it. I'll go quick on these storage spots. This should just be propane. Yep, so your mounted propane tank. This guy should be storage, but forgive me if I'm wrong in guessing. Yep, just good storage there, deeper than one might expect. Water heater here is a 10-gallon gas and electric water heater. Furnace is a 45,000 BTU propane furnace. This is just the exhaust for our fridge. This little piece here, pardon me, is the hood vent for the stove. So you can, cook something like onions or garlic, even though I would like that smell in there, or let's say fish, and you can get that air out as you're cooking. Another good storage bay here. I don't believe these are newer tires, I can say actually for certainty, because they would not put something this aggressive on from factory. Looking for a timestamp. I'm wasting too much time, so I'm going to move on. But being that it's a 2015 with new tires on it, we can assume those are some pretty new tires. And I'll get that question answered for you if you need to know the exact year. Good pass-through storage back here. You can access it from this side, from the far side, or from the rear. Really load this thing up. It's nice when you have all three access points, because if you just have the two on far sides, the stuff you load in the middle can be a real pain to get to. But really big storage, even kind of migrates that way, has a little bit more room that way too. So one thing about Class C's, they typically don't have a lot of storage. This one fixes that with its big rear storage bay. Then just our back panel here, we have the hollow bumper for putting your sewage hose in, so you can store it there, keep it away from everything else. We do have the receiver there set for 5,000 pounds with a 7-pin for electric brakes and all the lights there. So ready to be towing something, hook something up to a vehicle, tow your toys, whatever you need. And our backup camera up top. Let's see here. Yeah, our single slide on this side. Our sewage is right here, black and gray, comes out of the same spot there. Your Santa Flush is a really handy thing if you're not familiar with them. In simple terms, it's basically a sprinkler system inside your tanks to clean them out when you're done using it. Keep those residual smells out, keep your sensors working well. Just a really nice thing to have to kind of put the thing up for, if you're not using it for a month or two, I recommend doing that. Get all those smells out so it smells good next time you go into it. Fuel fill, this is all for our park stuff here. So park cable inlet, the tank fill here for your holding tanks, which I believe are 45-gallon freshwater holding tanks, and then 50 gallons combined, black and gray. I might be off, I'm going off memory, so if that's a big thing for you, ask me and I'll confirm it. And then our city water fill right here. You'll see it more from the inside, but you can see it's a fairly long slide, not super deep, and the reason I mention it is because I think that's great. You gain a lot of space when it's out, but because it's not so deep, when it goes in, you don't lose function in the house going down the road. When you're in travel mode, you can still get to everything. So I think it's to me, it's the perfect mix where you gain a lot of space with your slide, but you don't feel like you lose everything when it goes in. So just well laid out. Again, Winnebago knows what they're doing it longer than anybody. Some storage bays here, and I'll be real honest, I'm gonna just, here, I'll open this one because I think this is the more important one, but my
My back is shot. Nope. Okay, I'll just open them all, pardon me. That is just your power cord, your 30 amp service on this thing. And you'll see here it says LT airbags, RT airbags. So that is overload bags that you have on your rear axle. So you can fill up the valves. If you're pulling a lot of weight, it'll kind of actually firm up your suspension a little bit. If you're towing something, it won't cause the thing to sag and want to bounce as much. So again, they're called overload bags, super duper helpful, especially if you're towing things. In this bay here is our 4,000 watt Onan gas generator, so that runs off the same fuel that your motor runs off of. And our last storage bay should be just that, a storage bay. A nice big long one, about as deep as the ones on the far side, probably about 2 feet in depth, and then the length of it plus some. Okay, enough bending over for me for a while. Okay, slide topper awning up there. Just keep that debris off, keep your seals healthier longer. And I think it's about time we move to the inside. Let's just do that. I'm just making noises over here. But big beautiful front cap. These fiberglass caps have a 3M film on them too, so they don't chip. They don't really, you know, it'll last a long time. Winnebago's done a good job over the years getting these things to last longer. They won't delaminate because they're fiberglass, and it's just an attractive looking piece. All right. Time for the piece de resistance. I will point out it's a real easy entry, not even necessary to have a step here. Makes it easier if you, you know, if going up steps isn't your forte, if it's not the easiest thing for you, a real easy one. And nice big depth where, you know, I wear a size 12 boot and my whole foot fits on those really easily. So a lot of these steps you see are so darn narrow, but they did a good job with this one. All right. So a great floor plan. We'll start in the cabin here. Fairly simple stuff, pretty easy, a lot like just driving a regular passenger vehicle, minus a few things like your battery boost, which ties your house and chassis batteries together. So that's one nice feature, like having jumper cables built into the rig. Other than that, it's fairly simple. Your cruise control's set on the steering wheel. Most of your things here, your shifter and your windshield wipers and lights and things like that are pretty much automotive kind of set up that way. So nice and easy. If you're not super familiar with RVs, it makes it easy to just sit down and know how to use it. And then good room there. Small glove box on the passenger side. And you do have an upgraded head unit there. That Pioneer system is definitely an upgraded one. It's got Bluetooth. I think navigation's, I don't think it's built into there, but it does that Apple CarPlay or Android Auto or whatever they are called. So you do have a smart head unit there, and it will make the stereo sound a little bit better too. Nice big bed up top. This big gray thing is actually a cover for the rig. These are over $1,000, so that's going to come with it. It's nice to have. Keep it clean if you're not using it for a few months, and just keep the debris out and everything like that. So the covers are nice. You have this nice big bed. This guy will come down into here, and this is a rigid piece on one side, so you're not putting anything else down in this gap. You're just laying it across, and you have a big, like, shoot, it almost looks like a king-size bed. I could be wrong, but it looks like it would be a big bed, and then some curtains for privacy. Can't see it on that side, but you do have windows on both sides of the thing, which can be nice. Those hot summer nights, open them both up, you get a little cross breeze. Looking back into the main house of the rig, I will say a well-located TV. You see it so often where there is no seating actually facing the TV. Not the case here. Put it right against the wall. Doesn't take up a lot of space. You don't give up any counter space having it there, and you have nice seating. The couch there opposing it, it does make into a bed too. So, I mean, you can sleep a small army in here between the main bed and the dinette and this and that. But it does make into a bed, nice comfortable one. It is a jackknife bed, I am almost positive. It sure is a jackknife bed, so just unfolds into half. Solid surface counters in here. I always recommend people get these. If you anything you can find that has these Corian counters, it's just going to last a lot longer. So many of these counters nowadays are made of particle board with a veneer on it. They get wet, they swell, they crack, and they just don't last. These things are made really nice. It's heavy stuff. It's going to last a long time. It's easy to keep clean. You don't have to worry about it, 10 years from now going bad. This thing will look just like this, for its lifetime. Good storage here. Probably used as kitchen storage if it was me, but you could also use it as entertainment storage or whatever you wanted to do. You have a double din stainless steel sink. More storage up above, and you'll see this is all connected. Really big spot for canned goods, foods, dry foods, anything like that. Keep you on the road a little bit longer without having to go to the store.
3-burner stove by Suburban with the 16-inch propane oven and a microwave that I can't figure out, with our hood fan and hood light there. Kind of going in a weird order here, but it's right here, the tank heater. So you are a 4 Seasons package in this thing. That includes having heated tanks. So if you're somewhere cold, put your tanks on, nothing's gonna freeze on you. Within good reason. If you're going somewhere crazy, anything can freeze if you're going somewhere really, really cold. Nice little place to hang your knives up there. That's all magnetic. Simple control panel. No need to overcomplicate these things. Everything's really easy to understand and work here, easy to find. Slide room button. Nice little pantry here with the built-in roller shelves, or drawers, I guess would be what they're called. 2-way fridge by Norcold. This is a 7 cubic foot, 8 cubic foot. I'm so terrible at this, the cubic foot stuff. This is your fridge. It's propane and electric, and it has this much room. That's how many cubic feet it has, is that many that you can see there. Okay, and then our big dinette, your holding tanks, I believe, are down there, so you do not get storage here, but they hit them well, so you're not having to get space anywhere else. It's just into the dinette. Of course, this guy comes down and makes into a bed. I believe there's 3 different seat belts in this dinette, as well as 2 on that couch, so you can have 5 people back here with seat belts on, plus the 2 up front. Now in Oregon, the seatbelt law doesn't apply behind the driver and passenger seat unless you're a child under like 65 pounds. So that's up to you. But if you do have kids, or you just like the comfort of having a seatbelt, you got 5 seatbelts in the back here. Good storage all along the slide there. Watch this step. I'm talking to you in the videos because I see a lot of people come in, they're looking at everything around here, and boom, they go down. So just be aware of the step. I'm gonna get out of the way so you can take a look at the commode. Kind of nice the way that door opens up, gives you privacy from the rear, but plenty of room in there. Porcelain potty, simple step flush. I think there's no reason to complicate or put electricity to a toilet. That's all you need is a step flush. And then you have your pocket door here for even more privacy, and that's nice because you have your shower here. If it's only one of you using the bathroom at a time, you can use this whole space like it's just one big bathroom. And on the flip side of that, if one of you is showering, the other one needs to do bathroom stuff, you're not stuck. You can each do your own thing. So I think it's the best of both worlds doing it that way. That's just my opinion, but I think most people would agree with me on that. Simple thermostat there. No need to overcomplicate something like that either. Queen size bed here, nice nightstands on both sides. You do have power outlets and hookups here. So if you're running the CPAP machine or anything you might need, both sides of the bed could work for you. You have a nice little wardrobe here. Good storage up above. Smaller wardrobe on that side, and a couple of built-in drawers on either side as a nightstand. We do have a little TV in here for watching movies at the end of the day. And windows opposing each other. Again, get that nice cross breeze laying in bed. I know personally I like to sleep cool. And then you do have your skylight with the vent up top too, so you can get some air out from there. Last thing I'm going to show you is just the storage underneath this bed. If I can figure that out. The next thing I'm going to show you is me not figuring out how to lift the bed. So that was that. I hope you enjoyed that piece of the video. Let me get back out here into the front and just give you a reminder of what the rig is. A great living space. Again, when this slide comes in, I mentioned it from the outside and completely forgot to say anything. It only comes in about 18 inches. So that's going to be right about to my shoulder is where this will be. Table's gonna, or couch will probably be right about here. You still get this nice hallway, just about as wide as the hallway in the rear when you're traveling. So you don't lose access to anything. Your bed's fully there, your dinette's there, couch is there. You can access everything in the kitchen, get to your bathroom, use everything. So really nicely done. I think it's a great floor plan for a Class C. If you think so too, and you want to come take a look, I'm Robbie. Just come see me. I'll tell you all about it. If there's anything I didn't answer in this video that you need answered, just give me a shout, shoot me an email, give me a call, and I'm happy to get those answered for you. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.